It has been a while. How are we living out here, Colton?
It's pretty good.
Yeah? What do you think of this place so far? First time in Wisconsin?
Pretty nice.
Just pretty nice? Or freaking amazing?
Freaking amazing.
Good. Just for a second there, I thought you were going to be like, eh. It's alright. Just 4 new PBs in a day. Good for 4 steak dinners. No
One
big
day.
deal.
One day of success.
Hello, everybody. What's up, Wade? Illa.
What's up, guys?
Got my man Ben up here. Up on the trolley motor of the Dream Machine. This is a young prodigy here. Mr. Colton. Where can they find you, Colton?
Right here.
What's your Instagram handle?
Hey guys.
Oh, they can't see you yet.
Sorry. Hi. My Instagram is Super Colton. You can go follow me. Yeah. So,
You
Kind
have
of a
good
big
time,
deal.
Colton?
yeah.
Catches big, mighty rock bass and smallmouth bass.
He's a champ.
Yeah. So, yeah, recreational landscaper sometimes.
Yeah.
Helping adjust some of the shrubbery and the trees up in the area.
Mhm.
Anyways, figured we'd do a little YouTube live event from the water. These days here in June have been flying by.
Look at all the dragonflies.
And we got a dragonfly hatch, which I'm very thankful for because they've been eating the pesky mosquitoes. Blood-sucking females. Man, it's brutal. So, anyways, I wanted to share with you guys some of the goodies here. Let me just put it down. Got a little mail call and a special delivery and mail call since Ben came into town the other day to chase these big smallmouth dreams with us. And I had him bring some toys. So, wanted to just go through this stuff and break it down and show you guys why I ordered this stuff, what kind of applications, what kind of situations we're fishing them in, before I just throw them all in the tackle box so we can keep fishing. So, anyways, oh man, we got these bugs in Wisconsin are big. I don't know what kind of, you know, let's not. That's probably like a brown recluse, knowing my luck. I was gonna show that to you guys.
Yeah, pick it up, man.
Yeah.
Just like clap it with your hands.
Yeah, here. Let him play with the little Grant Siglet. Where's he at? Can you guys see him? Can anybody identify that arachnid? Any professional biologists out there? Alright, bud. Good luck. Gone with the wind. He's gone. Alright, so here we are. It is early June. However, it's been a little bit of a late winter. So these fish are a little bit behind schedule. This is my 3rd season up in this part of the country now. Some of the fish have finally started moving up in the shallows after temperatures have been in the 50s. So depending on what lake you're on and the size of the lake and how much the weather has been influencing it, we've had temps from the low 60s to the mid to high 60s. So we got Colton's got a monster yellow perch following the screwhead right now, which they love. What's up, Jay Dean? Appreciate it. Hats are available on the website. But anyway, we're gonna go through some of these baits that I ordered from Ben at the Hookup Tackle. Okay, and go through what we're using them for. Look at that bad boy. What's up, everybody? Glad you guys could join us, man. Let me start with the small big bait. So now that we're up here in perch country, actually, that's a 6-inch mag draft in the perch pattern. This is the standard mag draft that comes with the actual magnet harness and the treble hook. For the most part, I like fishing this bait out in open water. That perch swam 20 feet out of the tree it was living in to chase down Colton's bait right now. So perch are a big prey item throughout the north where they are found, and everything likes to eat them. Smallmouth, largemouth, walleye, pike, muskies,
Humans.
and especially humans. What did you have for lunch yesterday or dinner last night, Colton?
Perch cheese.
Fried
Perch
perch
cheeks.
cheeks.
They're really good.
Who would have thought? Probably the best thing we had last night.
Yeah.
So
Far.
I have an interesting hypothesis that any fish that we enjoy eating, the fish enjoy eating as
Another
well, whether it's yellow
Same over
crappie
there.
or whether they're white crappie. So perch is a excellent color up here. We have it in a couple of different baits. That's that GG Katsumi Tiger. This is a respect color, right?
Yeah, it's a respect color. Super dope. So one and done. So if you like it, get it.
Gotcha.
I love that color. So a lot of guys ask what the difference between that and like GG Perch OB is. So that one has a lot greener back. See how it fades to kind of that green tone? So it's subtle. Not a huge difference, but it's just that really nice subtle green.
Subtle green.
Subtle green.
And it's limited. So like Ben said, one and done. Ben's got the most impressive and extensive Megabass collection, in my opinion, in the North American continent. So as always, please support that shop because they directly support the Big Bass Streams movement, and they help facilitate us being able to share this content with you guys. So GG Kasumi, that's the latest and greatest from Megabass Japan as far as custom colors. Okay, that's a Kanata. Now we're just gonna go down the line here. Okay, this is a new color in the 6-inch mag draft as well. This is the brownie. Now a lot of this water up here is pretty good visibility. And it goes from clear to also like this interesting tannic clear. The water may have a hint of brown, hints of red, but this brownie color kind of just blends in and matches the surrounding watercolor. So if you guys think about it, most prey items do not want to stand out against the background. Camouflage usually dictates that they match the background. So I like these subdued colors like this brownie in this high visibility situation, especially if the sun's out and those fish can see a long way. Trust me, they can feel the vibration from this mag draft kicking and rolling around. Great color. And staying with that theme is a new pattern for the Ito Shiner, which is one of my favorite smallmouth baits. I think someone was asking me what my biggest bass was. Well, if it was my biggest smallmouth bass, I got my PB on an Ito Shiner on Lake Ontario. Watch the 7.2 come up and eat it within sight. So this matte shad is going to be really subtle, really great clear water, high sun, high visibility situation. Anthony, I don't know too much about Mike's smaller bull shad. I've only fished Mike's bigger baits. Alright, and since we're fishing a lot of clear water, guys, I had to get a small restock on one of my favorite jerkbaits of all time. That's the 110+1. That still is my dominant jerkbait most of the time throughout various conditions. It's the most versatile in my opinion. You can fish it shallow by ripping the rod tip up and keeping it from diving, or you can get it down to depths of 6 to 7 feet, and that's confirmed on my live scope. And that's pretty good range for a jerkbait. This is Pro Blue, standard ghost pattern blue, translucent color, one of the best clear water colors of all time in my opinion. Okay, and when I need a little bit more depth, I ordered myself some more +2s. Now this bait right here is a completely different bait than the +1. Not only does it get down deeper, it just has a different cutting action. Okay, this is the ghost pattern stain reaction with an orange belly. Now this is a real subtle orange belly. So in this clear water, down deeper, that, gosh, what do they say they run this thing down to?
They're getting it down 14, 15 feet even on 10 pound.
14, 15 feet on 10-pound fluorocarbon, guys. That's quite the range. All right, that real subtle orange belly on this pattern is pretty much all you need. Let's see. Simple economics, my man. You want these baits to be $25.99 or $85.99? So that's all I got for you on that one, brother. All right, and continuing with the jerkbait theme, there are a lot of bodies of water up here where these fish are keyed in on small bait fish. Okay, whether they're minnows or chubs or small fry, they don't always want a full-size jerkbait like a 110. So So I've really started fishing the Trick Darter 80 a lot more just to match the hatch. And if you notice that pattern right there, that's a ghost pattern Megabass Sexy Shad. Once again, real translucent, kind of hard to make out in this water. It's perfect up here. Those smallmouth are incredibly, I'm sorry. These smallmouth are incredibly efficient predators, especially using their eyesight. They can see your bait. Even in low light conditions, we got a little bit of wind ripple right now, partly cloudy skies, we got a storm front moving in. This is actually setting up quite nicely for jerkbait bites. So maybe we'll put one of these on a Ronin and have one of the boys jerk this thing around in search of a big smallie. But that's an underrated and underutilized jerkbait in the Megabass lineup. Check it out. Okay. Also new in the Trick Darter 80 is the matte shad color. If you notice, a lot of guys that fish a matte shad are big fans of it. Just a great subtle color. Alright, what else we got here? And then we kind of transition our way into, actually, you know what? Yeah, we didn't talk about the Kanata very much. So this is that limited GG Kasumi Tiger, a little bit different than the standard perch pattern. This is probably, is it still the biggest jerkbait in the lineup, Ben, or would you say the new 110 Max is?
No, the Kanata is still longer than the Max.
All right, let me see. So let me jump ahead a little bit, but I want to show you guys the difference in size between the Kanata, okay, and this is the new 110 Max LBO, which is still a little bit smaller. This 110 Max LBO is kind of the same. Is it the same size as the previous 110 Magnum?
Yeah, it's very similar Magnum sizes, but it's taller, right, to accommodate the LBO.
Yep.
So if you think of it, that's going to replace the Magnum. So the Magnum is going to go away, and the Max LBO is going to take over.
Nice.
So it's going to be that new size.
So this is the first time I've seen this bait in hand in person. Excited to jerk this thing around the north and see what kind of bass species and toothy critters this thing draws in. That right there is, uh-oh, I think the boys see something.
Oh, just 9 million dragonflies.
Oh, okay. Dragonflies are good. Good grief, that's a lot of dragonflies.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That's gonna lead us to another bait here that I'm excited to talk to you guys about. That's got a real niche application, but very applicable where I'm at right now. So anyways, if you guys are looking to draw a big bite, big bait stick lines equals heavy weights, that definitely applies with the Kanata and the 110 Max LBO. Isn't that cool? Black back, both sides, orange belly. This Kinkuro is a great low light color. Used to be one of my favorite patterns for fishing on overcast or rainy days. And for some reason on those lakes that have a lot of tannic water up here in the north, that gold and orange combination seems to do really well, especially for the toothy critters. So don't sleep on that one. All right. And then speaking of dragonflies, this is a bait that I think a lot of people think are kind of gimmicky, but we've actually had some pretty good success. So far, I've got to the pleasure of experiencing a mosquito hatch, a biting fly hatch, and now thankfully a dragonfly hatch. Thankfully. Good grief. Thank goodness for the dragonflies. But also, we got mayfly hatches up here. And anytime these fish are around these big insect hatches, this grand ciglet has actually proven to be one of the few baits that they will actually react to. And it's a crawler style bait. You can see the small plastic wings. So this is like a baby, subtle insect version of the new eye wing. Same kind of lure category style, but diminutive. Okay, when they're eating bugs and they want to eat nothing but bugs, Pick a color that's similar to the bugs that are in the air and landing on the water. I do like taking that double frog hook style off the belly, putting a small number 2 or 3 hyperwire split ring on there, and I'm gonna say a number 4 treble hook, and fishing it with that modification. I do like the snap on the butt end of this thing. The snap allows for more freedom of movement, and this thing crawls really nicely. Throw it on a spinning rod like the Double X Orochi Ronin, 3000 size spinning reel, light braid, short fluorocarbon leader, and you'll actually be able to place this bait long ways from the boat when those fish are super spooky in the shallow water and all they want to eat are bugs. It's got a nice rattle to it. You guys hear that? Calls them in from quite a ways. It's pretty cool bait, real fun.
They've been jacking in Arizona on that thing.
Arizona of all places.
Yeah, so those cicada hatches are starting to come out and just stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Crushing it.
Yeah, bunch of cool colors. I wish I actually had brought these with me to Costa Rica because they eat a lot of insects down there when we were fishing for those machacas and guapotes or whatever, and could not for the life of me find my Grand Siglet stash. I mean, if you got grasshopper hatches, green dragonflies, there's quite a variety of colors that you can find on Ben's website. Alright, so that's a fun bait. And then sticking with the topwater theme, there's about a 1 to 2 week window throughout the north up here where those fish start transitioning into kind of a post-spawn phase, and I really start hammering them on poppers. And I'm super pumped on the new Pop X and Pop Max colors that just came out new for 2019. The Pop X is more of your standard traditional popper sized bait. Okay, I think it's 64 millimeters in length, about a 1/4 ounce. So it fishes really well on the higher end bait casting setups, but also fishes really well on that Double X Orochi Ronin for those of you guys that like spinning rods. This is a Bahama Milk Pearl, and any of you Diamante fans out there, like myself, I've really gained a lot of confidence throwing this topwater pattern throughout the country. Number one, in my opinion, is because it's highly visible. I know exactly where my bait is. I can see it immediately and fish it in and around cover and draw those fish out. And you're not going to see me catching any fish. So if you want to see me quit talking, you should just log off, because that's not what this is about. There's 400 other videos for you guys to watch. Man, there's just no pleasing you guys. It is crazy. I want more instructional. I want more of this. I want more of that. Well, you can't have it all. Peace.
Why not, Oliver?
My goodness, man. Entitlement. I don't even have to do this. I just wanted to share with you guys. Stoke coming at me with that freaking garbage. Anyways, back to the Pop X. Another new color. GG Deadly Black Shad. Just a cool minnow profile. Oh man, some of these people, man. Matte Shad. We've already gone through that color. Clear water special. Here's a super sick one, also from the Diamante fans. GG Wild Gill. That chartreuse head, little chartreuse on the tail, on the feather, can really get these big northern smallmouth fired up. They crush that color. Great option, guys, and it just looks cool. Check that out. And here's the actual GG perch. No explanation needed. Look at those perch cheeks on that bad boy.
Perch cheeks.
Perch cheeks, man. Don't sleep on them.
Sounds so good.
You guys see perch cheeks on a menu, order them.
You
All
won't
right.
regret it.
That's right. And actually, here's one of the more exciting baits to come from Megabass in recent times. We got the I-wing here. You guys got to fish this thing a little bit over the last couple days. Any insight, Ben?
Yeah, the thing what's cool about it is you can basically go any retrieve you want to go. So you can match whatever the aggressiveness of the fish is,
Fast.
you can match it with the eye-wing. So you can work it slow, you can work it fast, you can vary it, and they're gonna, it swims straight. You know, that balancer that's inside that makes all the noise allows that bait to track true at any speed. So it's a really unique crawler. It doesn't have a sweet spot speed. It could be whatever sweet spot you need it to be.
Awesome. What's up, Yumi?
Yumi!
See, when you people ask nicely, like Yumi, you want to see a swim video of this thing in the water? You
Let's
got it, man.
Here, you want me to hold the camera?
Sure.
What do you
Let's
need?
see how this thing is gonna work. Hold on, guys. We're gonna show it to you. So it's front facing, unfortunately.
No problem. Here, let me know. I'm trying to see if I can line this sucker up. Okay, here.
So here we go at a slow crawl, rod tip high. I mean, I'm barely crawling that thing. So it's got slow retrieve capability, but the cool thing that makes this bait really unique is that it's got that.
It's that wire. There we go.
It's got high speed capability as well. I mean, as fast as you want to fish this thing, it won't blow out.
You should make a slow motion video.
That would be cool. Check that out. A lot of noise.
Did you guys see that okay? I'm not sure what if it's looking here.
I can see what it looks like.
But yeah.
Let's see. Let's see it swim next to the boat, bro. I have a depth. That's
That
so
was Yumi.
sick. Okay, cool.
We're
So you
good.
guys saw it good.
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. You want to go through that box of goodies there that you brought?
Yeah, dude.
Here.
I can go through some random stuff.
Yeah.
Is this my boat?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the Max LBO?
Just a hair.
So, the Max LBO, this is one. Hey, what's up, Kelly? Love you. Some really bitchin' patterns in this thing, right? And this is the big guy that's going to replace the Magnum. So, a lot of guys are sleeping on this thing because they're not quite sure what to do with it, but that LBO lets this thing cast a mile, right? So if you're in the wind, dude, this thing is killer. Also brought a smallmouth slayer. So I know Oliver talked about the 6-inch mag draft, but the 5-inch mag draft in the chartreuse back is a smallmouth slayer, especially when they move up in the shallows. So check that guy out.
I think you're the only one that has a 5-inch, right?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. We bring in a ton of 5-inch from Japan, and they're super awesome. Hey, Carson, love you too. Hey, Colton, let me see your bait real quick. So if you guys follow us on Instagram, Colton jacked him up yesterday on this just Oka Shearhead Spark Shad combo, right? And the Oka Shearhead is something that's been out of stock for a long time. I just got a call from the shop when we started this that all colors, all sizes are in stock. So 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce, if you guys pre-ordered, they're shipping today. If you didn't pre-order, we've got them, so grab those because we don't see them very often. Hey, your brother said hi to you.
Oh.
Too. Say hi, Carson.
Hi, Carson.
So yeah, check those out. I think the question was, what's the weight on the 5-inch mag draft? Let me see. What's up, Yumi? Love you too, buddy. Let's see what it says. 3/4 ounce.
Love.
Yeah, I told you I should have been the one doing this.
We're pretty famous.
So 3/4 ounce on the 5-inch. So it throws so easy, guys. You don't need a special rod or anything for this. Yeah, you can take it back. You can jack them. Also, Oliver was talking about the I-wing, and we were playing around with different rods yesterday. Dude, we just rigged it up on an Extreme Mission Type F. The I-wing's kind of a weird size. It's like a 1 ounce. But the Extreme Mission throws it great. Perfect pitch would be great also. I got a lot of questions on that yesterday. And then, let's see. What other goodies did I bring in here? Oh, yeah. So I posted about these the other day. These are the Megabass trout jerkbaits. This is the Great Hunting.
You don't show them those.
The GH70. You want me to keep this quiet? So anyways, GH70, these are super badass. You can see how small they are, right? So they're tiny, tiny little baits. So when they get real finicky, these can be super badass. Also brought some new depths jigs. Didn't mean to take it away from Megabass, but these are super dope. Jigs are the headlock jigs. So the way the eye is positioned on them, they're designed to kind of drag, and then when you get to a rock and you pull, they lift the trailer up. So they just kind of rock back and forth. Just a really neat, different kind of design. So you lift the claws up and then move it, and then lift it up and move it. Pretty dope. And then of course, you know, Oliver was teasing me with bedfish everywhere, and then we get here and the water drops like 5 degrees, right? So we don't, we saw a couple yesterday, but if you guys smallie bedfish and you want crack, we've been catching them on the small spark shed, but these are also some cool ones. The Death Hatter, the little Rains, right? And then guys sleep on this Zero Hurry jig, but this thing is super dope. It just falls really, really slow, and you can put different trailer. I've been putting the spicy beaver bar action innovations on there, but you can put a bottle shrimp on there, right? And it just fall really slow and just kind of stays in the strike zone. So that's a Megabass jig, Zero Hurry. All right, I'm being cut off. They don't want me to share any more secrets. How's the Depths NZ crawler I have? Yeah, so the Depths NZ crawler is super amazing. It's actually one of my favorite crawlers. I don't have one here with me, but it's a bigger head. And the thing with most crawlers is they have a sweet spot, right? So the NZ crawler, like the arms are out, and it has this crazy, it almost looks like a freestyle swimmer in the pool. So it's just got this crazy arm action where the thing is just like real big and long. It's just got this crazy movement like this. The eye wing is more of a side to side. So, oh, Oliver's on.
There we go.
Are you happy? Are you not entertained?
So I see. He knew we were getting to the good spot.
No big deal.
Here, let's watch him catch a fish. I haven't seen this the last couple of days, so.
Me neither.
Hey, you want me to help you?
My Zaldane impression.
Just make sure the angle is good. Can you even get the fish, bro? I'm playing.
Look at that.
Look at that. On live. That ass.
That's kind of cool. Look at the build on these fish.
Super
guys.
dope. Here, I'm going to just prop this up a little bit.
Hey,
There you go.
look at that thing.
Look how thick they are.
That's a big one.
Tall.
Yep.
Super special fish. All right, back to the good stuff.
Badass. So, dude, I got a lot of questions on Instagram about the rods.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you touched a fish, so enjoy that moment.
Yeah.
Talk to him about that rod that you're
Okay.
throwing.
So right now I'm fishing the Flissa, guys, and this rod is probably my newest favorite finesse rod, and I got pretty much all of them. I've got that old school discontinued hedgehog. I've been fishing the whip snake in both the Levante and Orochi XX series, which I still love. But the difference with this Flissa is it's in the USA Destroyer lineup. A little bit crisper action, a little bit nicer, but a little bit longer. So this is a 7'6" rod. What are the whip snakes?
6'11".
6'11". So that's quite a bit of difference. You got 7 inches of difference. And trust me, every inch counts, whether you're fishing or otherwise. And the ability to fish these small swim baits, small jig heads, Oka shears, screw heads, ball heads, any of this really finesse stuff, fishes it incredibly, casts a lot easier, really acts as a really good shock absorber on these bigger fish, and man, it's just a pleasure to fish. So the Flissa is something you want to put on your radar if you're looking for a premium spinning rod. All right. Yeah. What reel is this? This would be a Shimano Stella 3000, my friends. And the Addermine. The Addermine's a much faster rod. So typically I'm fishing like a weightless dock crawler with an Addermine or dark sleeper. It's a little bit shorter too. So if I need to like skip some docks with a spinning rod with maybe a tube or the dark sleeper, the Addermine's a great application for that. I like fishing 1/4 ounce underspins with the Addermine. And yeah, other than that, man, if you're fishing anything that needs a long cast, that 7'6" rod will help facilitate that. Okay. But yeah, Leanne taught me everything I know. All right. Yeah, crisp, fast. It's much faster of a reaction time, not a super slow bending, like moderate action. You know, it's opposite of that glass feel. It's more responsive. So when I make that flip cast with these small baits, that fast action kind of recoils quickly. So that's what I mean. How does it throw 16-ounce baits? Well, it's perfect because that's exactly what I'm throwing. PB Smallie, 7 pounds 2 ounces on the Ito Shiner, which is that bad boy right here, but in Kahoku reaction, which I think you guys have in stock.
Oh yeah.
Right? So don't sleep on that bait. People talk about the 110, a lot of excitement over the +2.
The Shiner's my favorite, man.
But the Shiner, man.
Shiner's where it's at.
Shiner gets big bites. So, and it's different, and it gets down to the same depth as a +1, which people don't really appreciate. Favorite small jig trailer and bait? Well, Okashira standard head and a 3-inch spark shad or a 3-inch Hazadong shad are pretty hard to beat in my book. The majority of our 5 and 6+ pound smallmouth and a couple of the 7s have come on one of these two baits for the most part. The Sea Deck is amazing.
I would concur.
I just spilled my coffee on it and I'm not even tripping because it's gonna rain later and it's gonna wash it all away without me even having to scrub it. So yeah, Big City Baits, what's up? You want to share with these guys, Ben?
No,
Before we
appreciate
wrap
all
this
the
up?
support. Thank you guys. Always appreciate the business. If there's anything you ever have questions on, dude, hit any of us up.
Colton especially, so
Yeah,
follow him on
Cole's
Yeah.
got all the
Instagram.
answers now.
Yeah,
Right,
come
Cole?
to me.
All right, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, like Ben said, thank you guys for supporting Big Bass Streams, supporting Ben. That in turn helps us support you guys. Appreciate everybody that comes in with the positive vibes.
And grab your Okashira heads. They're in stock now at the Hookup Tackle.
They just came in today. I don't even
Grab
have
'em.
mine.
Grab them.
Ben lost my last 1/8 ounce the other day.
Did I? Is that what happened?
Yeah. So we've been fishing the 16 ounce and still catching them. But it's nice to have when the wind's up. So anyways, you guys have a good day. Stay tuned to the channel. There are highlight videos posting every day with big fish for those of you guys crying about that. And there's also some deeper long form videos from Big Bass Dreams Australia posting every Tuesday and Thursday, leading up to the release of Big Cod Dreams full-length documentary coming right at you guys. Stay tuned for a potential 1/4 ounce Okashira head. I don't know anything about that though.
Yeah.
But yeah. Aim high, dream big, people. Peace.